So, guys, the semifinals for the Master League. This is Game 2. Clefairy won Game 1. We didn't get to see that on the stream, but here we go. Spawning in the top right as the purple Terran is Clefairy. Now, we watched some of his games earlier. He performed pretty well against Jobless, I believe. Was able to 2-0 him. So, good job to him. Making it to the semifinals of the Master League. And spawning over here as the pink Zerg is SniXSniPe. We're just going to call him Snipe from now on. As the pink Zerg, we have same side positions on Zelnaga or on Shakuras Plateau, so the rocks are very accessible for some early harassment. And we have an early scout going out for Clefairy. This is so early. Unknown, what kind of build do you expect us to see from both players?
Well, this is a very big map, so any early pushes aren't going to be as effective because they have such a huge area to cross over. But units like Banshees and Medialists are very effective because they can hold map control and really allow you to macro up pretty easily. So hopefully we'll be seeing a macro game, although I'm not too sure what this early scout's going to do. We might be seeing a bunker, or we might just be scouting early.
Yep, that could really be either way. That was an extremely early scout, but some players are extremely confident. Or, we didn't see how last game went, so we don't know what Clefairy is expecting, but he just wants to make sure he's not getting cheese rushed here. And we are getting the barracks being built for Clefairy, and right now, there's really nothing really going on. We have the extractor before gas here, before pull here, seeing this pull, so we're seeing one base play from Snipe, and that's really all Clefairy needs to see in this base. He's definitely going to go patrol this expansion now, make sure he finds out when he expands, because right now we know what's going on in the main base. We see the gas before the pull, where we're going to be seeing early speedlings. So right now he just needs to hold this position, and here comes the drone doing a little bit of attacking right now. Clefairy immediately moving away. Good job watching that, and right now he's just delaying this expansion as much as possible. Now we have a second rat.
We actually have two barracks going down for the Terran right now, which is a little bit interesting. What do you think of this?
Well, on a map like this, it's really dangerous going an early harassment build, especially when the Zerg is going pool before hatchery. So if Clefairy is wanting to do a lot of early damage, it could be stopped by Snipe. And Snipe still hasn't put down an expansion. We are pulling guys out of gas immediately, so we are going to be seeing that early Zergling speed. And right now, I really don't know what to say from Clefairy. I mean, we got this double barracks opening. We still don't have a gas. It doesn't look like we're going to be mounting up for an expansion anytime soon. So, really, since both players are one basing pretty hard, it looks like we're getting our expansion just now. This is the longer Clefairy doesn't do anything, the worse off he's going to be.
Yeah, I really don't like this. He's pushing out like 3 Marines right now, but the Zerg does have that watchtower, so he's going to be able to see it coming. He's going to have plenty of time to produce more Zerglings to react to it, and he already has 4 Zerglings out, which hopefully he's not going to... Alright, he lost 1 Zergling there. Not too big, but he does see him, and he's going to be able to react to it very easily.
Yep, and right now in Clefairy's base, we are getting that command center, so we are going a 2 racks early pressure for expand, but really, I don't see Clefairy being able to do much damage at this point. This sort of build, you need to apply it fast, and it needs to be applied to a quick expansion. Right now, Snipe knows what's going on, and we're taking out this backdoor rock with this queen, which is very interesting, and we're going to go back to inject larva, but right now, any advantage Clefairy had with this early build, he's lost it at this point. Right now, it's just him trying to play catch-up now, which is him expanding and getting his double gas right now, so we can get those factory and starports he needs to, be able to play a tech game.
And then what do you think about Zerg going for these rocks here?
Well, we do see the Baneling nest being thrown down, and so we could see a really quick backdoor attack toward these SCVs back there through the Banelings, and if Clefairy's not paying attention, you can do a lot of damage. So it could be a double-edged sword for the most part. It just depends on who comes out on top in the first engagement. Now, we don't have siege tanks yet for Clefairy, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult for him to defend this back rock, and we don't have any sort of supply depot over here, so we won't be seeing the rocks being taken out. So this could definitely be going towards Snipe, and we'll have to see.
Yeah, this could definitely be bad for Terran, but if Zerg doesn't manage to do a lot of damage with it, and he's already opened up these backdoor rocks, and that could come back to bite him in the future because Terran's just going to be able to walk right over.
Yep.
And Zerg won't have too much time to react to it. So we'll see how that works out.
Now, Clefairy has walled off completely. and he's mounting up to move his expansion over. So we are just now getting that factory, so we don't have siege tanks anytime soon. Now, if we go to Clefairy's vision, we do not see this backdoor rock. We can't see its health. We have no idea it's getting taken out. So at any moment, a bunch of banelings could just burst through this black rock and do a lot of damage. Now, we transferred most of our SCVs here, so this is good for Clefairy in a sense, but still the fact that he doesn't see this backdoor rock being taken out is bad for him. We have 5 banelings being built as well. So, even though there's very few pro SCVs over here, any amount of lost SCVs is going to be huge for Snipe here.
And Terran doesn't actually have stim yet, so microing against these banelings isn't going to be very easy.
The Marine does see this build here, and here comes the attack. SCVs being pulled. If the banelings can just barely catch up to him, doing a lot of damage, taking out a lot of SCVs there. Micro well to get with the Marines there, though. Barely lost very few, but a lot of SCVs were killed there, and that is extremely bad for Clefairy.
Yeah, if we go to the income tab, it's 23 SCVs to 29 drones now. I actually didn't see what it was before that, but he definitely got quite a few.
Yes, he did. And we are mounting up for another attack. Baneling speed's halfway done. We need to engage before this bunker finishes. We do have a lot of Marines spread out up here, though, so they'll be able to kite this. We still don't have stim yet. It's about to be finished, though, so it looks like Clefairy is going to be able to hold this quite well, especially since we're delaying our attack to get more banelings out. Now, we will be able to take out this bunker fairly quickly. We don't have any siege tanks yet, but siege tank is halfway done, and the first tank's almost out. So once that's out, it's going to be pretty bad. Now, we have 20 seconds until baneling speed's done, so hopefully our Zerg player is going to wait for that. We are poking up here. Guys are being put into the bunker, and we need that baneling speed. It's almost finished. We're warping in more banelings, but the longer we wait to engage, the worse off we're going to be. Siege tech is almost finished, guys.
And Zerg is committing pretty hard to this. He's only producing Zerglings, now making more banelings, no drone production, so this isn't just some little form of harassment. He's really going all in on this.
Yep.
Well, not all in, but he's putting a lot into it.
And we have a lot of banelings now. Siege tanks moving up in siege form, but here comes the banelings. We need to engage quickly. That's first siege blast not doing much. Banelings coming up here, destroying the bunker, coming up here, getting a good surround on the siege tank. Marines dying left and right, but definitely came out on top there, forcing the Zerg out. Did lose that bunker, did lose quite a few Marines, but he's able to hold and has another siege tank to siege up right now. We need to get that bunker down again, and we're about to siege up again. Right now, Zerg is still committed 100% to this attack. He hasn't built any drones for quite a while. He's got 28 more lings on the way. He's got +1 carapace already. Can get +1 armor as well. And the longer Zerg just keeps doing this, the worse off he's going to be. We have a second siege tank on the way. Income tab shows 39 harvesters for Terran, 34 for Zerg. And the longer you're on 2 bases not droning up, the worse off you're going to be, Snipe.
This attack is definitely not going to work. Terran has more forces, and Zerg has about the same amount.
Good micro there, splitting up his Marines, almost killing the siege tank, but like Clefairy just definitely came out on top there. And right now, we have Clefairy expanding again, getting that third command center. He has gotten medevacs to heal up these Marines. We're going to be seeing another bunker put down, and we still have that first siege tank and the second one now. We are seeing a Spire from Snipe, but we're barely starting the drone again, and we're still on 2 bases. Right now, if we look at the income tab, Terran has almost double the mineral intake right now, and that is not good. You don't ever want to be in that position as Zerg. We are seeing the third being taken over here, but the Zerg is already behind, and it's going to be hard to catch up.
Yeah, and I don't know if this Spire is the best idea right now. He knows that the Terran has a lot of Marines. He knows that he has stim, so the Medialists aren't going to be able to do a lot of damage.
Now, the best choice in this position would be getting Infestors and then eventually teching the Ultralisk, but like the Spire is, like Unknown said, not the best choice here. The Marines, the engineering bays, completely counter it hard. No.
Looks like Terran's doing a little bit of a push here, and he's going to expand to this 12 o'clock position.
Yeah, now this would be an extremely good place for a planetary fortress. That completely stops Zerg from any form of harassment through this end. There's no way he's going to get through. And this siege tank placement is perfect. This expansion needs to be cancelled. It's just barely out of range. And once the drones start, oh, it's going to finish. And once he starts mining from here, guys, these siege tanks in this position are going to completely nullify anything he could be mining here. There's no, like, this expansion is done for. He expanded there, and it's going to be useless. So this puts Clefairy in a huge position.
Yeah, definitely not a great decision on the Zerg Spark to expand there. You know, he took the rocks down, the Terran has easy access there, he has tanks, and there's just no way Zerg's going to be able to hold this right now.
Nope, and we're building more Mutalisk here, which, this is a huge Marine heavy army. I don't see that helping out at all. Especially since he's getting Mutalisk so late in the game. Income tab shows 53 harvesters for Zerg, or Protoss, or Terran. Wow, I'm all over the place today. And 45 for Zerg. We have another expansion going on over here for Zerg, but right now, Terran has such a huge lead. We have a 30 food difference, 121 for Terran, 93 for Zerg, and right now, you know, Terran just looking great. The planetary fortress is up. His income is still 1,000 more than Zerg. So here comes a quick engagement, sprinting forward with these Speedlings and Marines. Good split up, running back, needs to get to this planetary fortress. Those Banelings did way too much damage though. If Clefairy just ran back behind the siege tanks completely into the planetary fortress, he could have saved his whole force. And now he's engaging. We don't have very many Mutos here. We only have 6. More Banelings being morphed in here. We're moving up our siege tanks. We need to focus find on these Mutos quickly. Get these siege tanks up. Banelings are finished, but they're getting killed. Running back, siege tanks are just good split there from Clefairy, and this is not good for Snipe. And Snipe GG's. Clefairy goes on to the finals of the Master League game. Wow, what a great game. Good job to Clefairy, and next game I think is the Diamond final. So jumping right into that right after this. So awesome, awesome, awesome.